This is a normal exercise. It seems normal. It is a ball possession exercise. We have a box, and it's an exercise where 10 players try to keep possession and another 10 try to take it away. Instead of having 10 players in the team with the same color, we'll have 5 with one color and 5 with another. Try to imagine 5 in blue and 5 in white against 5 in yellow and 5 in red. And all of a sudden, 1 or 2 minutes go by when you have possession, and you know that your teammates are the ones in blue and in white, and I suddenly say, blue ones with the yellow ones. And when I say that, you have to understand, the ones in white are no longer on your team, and the ones in yellow take their place.
In this exercise, I work a lot of things, and one I think is absolutely crucial for them, which is communication. And my experience says you can tell them, you can ask them, you can demand them to communicate. They don't do it so much. So we must create some exercises where the communication arrives because they need.
Come here a minute. Goalkeepers, one outside of the box, another one outside of the box here too. Another one there. Silvinho, play with your feet there. You go outside too. Now we're starting with green and yellow. There's one team which will have possession, and I'll say orange and green. At that point, you'll have to adapt. You need to pay attention to what I'm telling you. And you have to think fast about whom you'll pass the ball to. When you're under a lot of pressure and you can't decide fast, you have 4 goalkeepers outside the box. Silvinho is also a goalkeeper. You have 4 goalkeepers outside the box, and you pass the ball to them and they'll pass it again. Okay, I want an even positioning in the spaces. That's very important. And we're starting with green and yellow. Yellow and orange. You're playing with the green ones.
In this exercise, basically, is a very simple one, because it's just a ball possession exercise, which I believe everybody does. But normally we do it with just 2 colors, blues against reds or yellows against greens, where the game goes into just a simple routine of keeping the ball and not thinking much and not communicating much. We have 4 different colors. We are permanently changing the group of 2 colors that are playing together. So in this moment, I am a blue, I'm playing with an orange. The next second, I am a blue, I'm playing with a yellow.
Yellow and orange. You were playing against your own teammate. You were playing against your own teammate. You were playing against your own teammate.
I used to say it, you must leave the pressure zone.
That's it.
So I recover the ball. The immediate reaction of the opponent is to press. We must take the ball out of that pressure.
Yellow and green. Yellow and blue.
Another aspect, which I think is very important in football today, is the goalkeepers to play very, very, very well with their feet. And I don't think they need to be involved in this kind of exercise in the middle of the pressure, because this is not what they face in the game. But to be outside the square and playing with their feet, I think is very, very important.
Okay, stop. Just 2 things. First one, I think you have the need. You're starting to have it. And it's also a need you'll have more and more. You have to communicate. It's hard. It's not easy. During the match, you have to communicate. In this case, you're changing teammates all the time. So you have to communicate. A while ago, a player was attacking against his own teammate. You have to change fast from opponent to teammate and vice versa. This is hard because you have to think quickly. You have to pay a lot of attention, you have to be focused, and you must have good communication.
The other aspect for me, crucial, is the quick seeking. I always feel that one of the biggest problems in the game is when the game gets intense and not a lot of time for the player to think. And I feel this at the senior level, when the game is hard, when the game is, when the teams, they reduce the space, when the intensity of the game is very high, it's more difficult to think, it's more difficult to choose well, it's more difficult to be correct in the options. And this is a simple exercise, but with a very rich context.
Blue and yellow. Play Rui, blue and yellow. You don't take the ball away from the pressure zone. You don't take it away. That's it, well played. Another position, don't stop. Don't let yourself get tricked. That's it. Good pass. Play Rui. Green and blue. Yellow and orange, yellow and orange. Yellow and orange. Nice, Almeida. Green and orange. Green and orange. That's it. Okay, stop.
At this age, it's important they can do everything. You can tell me, a central defender at a senior level doesn't need to practice a pass with pressure from the back. Maybe you are correct, because in the game, he sees the game, he faces the game, he's in a position where he has no pressure from behind. But at this level, who knows? A kid that now is a central defender, in 4 or 5 years' time, he will be a midfield player. So they need to go not for a specialized at a young age. They need to go through all the situations. I think the most important thing is they feel good. They feel good. Of course, you cannot have 10 strikers and in the same team, but it's important they feel good. Normally, there is a relation between feeling good and being successful.